Imagine for a moment that you are writing a paper about exploring the possibilities and risks of artificial intelligence through the lens of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. You have found a scholarly article with an interesting critical argument about the work and want to build upon it. But you know that an interested reader might want to find that article and read it for themselves. What would you need to share with the reader to help them locate the referenced article for their own work? In this video, we'll discuss the basic components of a citation, highlight differences between citation styles and why styles look different, and share some resources to help create citations for your research. The mechanics of citation vary from discipline to discipline, affecting both the format of the citation and how citations are documented within a research paper. For instance, here is a single journal article cited in 3 common citation styles: Chicago style, APA, and MLA. They look different on the surface, but share many similarities. This is because all citations, regardless of style, are built from the same components and include the most relevant information that would help an interested reader find the exact source that is referenced in a text. Most citations will include the author of the source, the title of the source. In the case of articles from journals, such as this example, it includes both the title of the specific article as well as the title of the scholarly journal the article was published in. You would include both the article and the publication titles for newspapers and magazines. The relevant publication information. This information can vary by both citation style and the type of source you are citing. In this example, a journal article, we see the year the article was published, 2018, as well as the particular volume and issue number that included the article. The page numbers of the article were the cited information. And at the end, a DOI. This is a unique identifier assigned to most published scholarly articles, as well as other types of information, such as datasets. The type of source being cited also affects what is included in the citation. If you're citing a website, for instance, you will generally need to include the URL and the date of access so that readers can locate the exact website and know when you use the website as a resource, since WebCon is often updated. If you're citing documents or images you found in an archive, even a digital archive, you may need to cite the name of the archive, the collection you referenced, and the location information for that item. Many online sources will include information about how to properly cite a given page or section of that source. If you keep these basic components of citation in mind while doing your research, you can save yourself a lot of backtracking later on. While taking notes, document as much information that might help you or another person locate that item in the future. Capturing this basic information about every source you consult, be it a scholarly article, a photograph from an archive, or a dataset, will ensure that you're able to properly cite a given source in your paper. But how do you put these parts together to form a complete and correct citation? Before you can build your citations, you need to know what citation style you will use. Style manuals provide the rules that affect how citations look and how they are referenced in a text. They provide guidance about what to cite and when, as well as additional guidance about academic and professional writing and research. To learn more about the specifics of each style, you can consult the style manuals themselves or the respective websites. For general introductions to the mechanics of each style, however, you can also consult Purdue's online writing lab's resources on research and citation. Different disciplines and professions tend to use different styles. As you take courses across departments, you may be asked to use different citation styles. It's a good idea to pay attention to the citation style you are asked to use when you begin your research and to familiarize yourself with how it works. As you progress in your major, however, you'll likely find yourself using your major discipline citation style more and more frequently in your coursework, and you'll become more comfortable with the basic process of citation. We typically cite our sources in 2 ways: in-text citations and a reference list. In-text citations are the citations included within the text of the paper. Some styles use footnotes or endnotes to mark a reference in the text. Others use parenthetical citations at the end of a sentence or paragraph. These references are often abbreviated in some way. For instance, parenthetical references in APA only include the author and page number of a text. This helps readers not be distracted from the substance of what they're reading by having to read a full citation, which can be lengthy, while still giving a snapshot of the sources the author is drawing on for a given passage. In this example, the parenthetical reference at the end of the paragraph references a number of different works by several authors. For full information about any of those references, the reader can then consult the other key tool, the reference list. Most style manuals will require a list of full citations for all your sources to be included at the end of a research paper. This list goes by different names. It may be called a works cited page, a reference list, or a bibliography. The bibliography, reference list, or works cited page will present a full citation format instead of the abbreviated format you included in the in-text citations. In the parenthetical reference example on the left, there is a reference to Nussbaum, 2016. On the reference page, the reader finds the full citation note for the reference work, including the title and relevant publication information. Let's look at one more example. In this text, the authors include a full quotation and use a parenthetical reference showing the cited author's name, the year of publication, and the page number where the quote is found. If we turn to the reference list, we see the full citation, including the title of the work and the relevant publishing information. Working together, these two components give a reader everything they need to find and consult that source and to understand how it was used in the context of this article. Abbreviated in-text citations only work if the full citation is included on a reference list or bibliography. The mechanics of citation may seem overwhelming at first, especially if you're learning a new citation style. Luckily, there are many resources available to help you. One great resource is Purdue OWL, the online writing lab. Purdue OWL is a great place to begin learning how a citation style works and how to use it in your papers. Another resource is the style manual itself. Every style regularly publishes full manuals describing citation, paper formatting, and other relevant issues. They are the most detailed and accurate source for learning the correct way to cite a particular type of source in your paper. The Purdue Writing Lab offers a wide range of resources, including consultations and direct assistance with your research. In this video, we discuss the basic components of a citation, how citations work, and how citation styles affect the way we cite material in our work. Together with the previous video, this should give you a good overview of both why we cite and how to properly cite your sources in your research.